SoFi Stadium in Inglewood. Coming up, we've got what should prove to be a good one between the Dallas Cowboys and the Los Angeles Chargers. The kicker, Dustin Hopkins, set to get this one going. And we are underway in Southern California. On the return, Tony Pollard from his end zone. First down, Prescott. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked up by Michael Davis. And the return here is stopped at the 35-yard line. That's kind of a double whammy. I mean, the interception on the opening drive, that's one thing. But to give him this field position, that's another.
Absolutely perfect start for this defense. They take the ball away on the opening possession. They know that their offense will get the ball to start the second half. They line them up in field goal position, and to me, they got a chance for a touchdown right here out of the gate.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Herbert off of play action. And that is incomplete. The turnover put them in great field position. They don't want to squander it with 3rd down coming up.
No, not at all. And you know what else you do? You make your defense mad.
Yeah.
They got you the football, gave you a great opportunity. You got to cash in and get some points.
Back to throw here, Herbert. And that will be incomplete.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
And Hopkins' kick is good. And the Chargers grab themselves a 3-0 lead. They were probably hoping to get him a little bit closer for a shorter field goal, but he was able to get it done from deep.
Nice little tester for him to begin things, huh? I think he was open for a little bit more of a chip shot. Instead, they made him stretch it out a little bit, but he's got to feel great now that he put it through the pipes.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Not the way they wanted to begin things. You had the interception on the first play of the game. The good news, it only led to 3 points.
And remember our conversation with him prior to the ball game? He said they had something special designed for the first play. It didn't hit. Let's see if he can rebound from it and not let it get him down.
They'll run with Elliott. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. 2nd and 7.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
Again to Elliott. 3 yards on the pickup. That's going to set up an interesting 3rd and about 4 to go. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Open man Lamb. It's complete. And he will have a Cowboys first down by about 3 yards or so as they wind up getting 7 there on 3rd and 4. A first down carry by Elliott. And down to the 44, 5 yards that time.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure you're back. You spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
5 yards on first down, but now just a 1-yard pickup there on 2nd. And he's brought to the ground with another first down at the Chargers 33.
Would it be safe to say that as precise as routes are supposed to be run in the NFL, maybe they're not quite as precise in college ball?
That's accurate, yeah.
And I think we saw a college route in the NFL there. Just find the soft spot, find the dead zone, and find the first down. And that's what he just did.
The tackle goes there to Linval Joseph.
Well, at the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back there and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less.
Touchdown! Ezekiel Elliott, 29 yards, and the Cowboys have taken the lead.
And that's another route that defenders would vote to take out of the game.
The wheel route?
Oh, without a doubt. You're just trying to move everybody in one direction. And whether it's a running back or another receiver, as they zip out on the sideline, you've got a problem on your hands.
Yeah, well, the defenders hate it there. It happened, and it resulted in a touchdown. And he clanks it off the right upright, and it's no good. So with a missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. Here's Roberts to bring it out of the end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down officially at the 21. The Charger drive about to get going. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. Eckler going to get it again on second down. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
1st and 10.
Play action. It's Herbert. That's complete to Austin Eckler, the running back. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. A play fake, and now Herbert to throw. And incomplete on the deep ball.
I like what they did there because many of the deep throws we see in the course of a game come to the outside, the perimeter of the field. In this case, they used the slot receiver to run deep downfield and tried to connect that way. Unsuccessful in that attempt, but I like what they were doing.
Herbert's throw going into the hands of Williams. And the Cowboys here on 3rd down bringing in an extra defensive back. Now it's Herbert. And it's hauled in by Jared Cook. And he is going to have the Chargers 1st down as he's able to get 8 yards there on 3rd and 5. Running on 1st down, Eckler. And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 41. So after the loss of a yard, they look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11.
Brings up 2nd and 11. And the Cowboys.
Off the play fake to Eckler, it's Herbert. And this is caught. First catch for Keenan Allen. And he's going to have another 1st down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 28.
1st and 10 at the 28-yard line.
Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. And this one almost intercepted. Had a chance to come down with it in the end zone, but could not hang on.
Up into a game plan with trying to keep a defense honest with a guy with that type of speed. You do so. Send him deep. Try and throw some air under it and hope you connect downfield. On that play, they run successful.
Right back to Williams, and this time he's got him. And he's going to have another 1st down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 14.
1st and 10.
Herbert operating from the red zone. And this is caught by Williams. Touchdown, Chargers. Mike Williams on a touchdown throw from Justin Herbert. And the Chargers are going to retake the lead. Great corner route there. Not only able to catch it, turn it upfield, and get into the end zone.
It usually involves a little bit of an extra move, doesn't it? You've got to get them thinking that you're moving to the middle of the field and you're breaking away to that corner. Boy, that was well executed.
He hits the big target for the two-point try. Defenses hate those guys, especially around the goal line.
It's hard to decide who you're going to put on him. Are you going to put a smaller corner on him? Are you going to put a safety who doesn't have maybe the same coverage skills? How about a linebacker? He may have the size, but he's not used to really covering in space. That's why the tight end gives you such a great advantage when you're throwing the football.
And the Cowboys are able to recover. A second quarter onside kick there that failed. Is that something that maybe they had dialed up before this game started?
It feels like it, doesn't it? That they thought they had the right situation, you know, and the right approach in going after it. Also may signal that they feel like they have the superior team, that they can try these sorts of things and it won't come back and hurt them later.
On first down, Elliott. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. A reminder coming up in a couple of minutes' time, we'll pay a visit to Jonathan Coachman, the coach in our EA Sports studios. They'll have a look back at the next-gen stats from this first half of action. Powering his way forward. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. Prescott looks to throw on first. They'll set up the screen to Elliott. A nice little screen. They get 6 on first down.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up second and 4.
Throwing again on second down. Prescott. Oh, not sure he saw the linebacker there as that's batted down and incomplete.
Receiver coaches preach to their guys all the time. Separation, that's what's going to make the play successful. That time there was very little, and I think they were actually fortunate that it was only knocked away and not intercepted.
Flushed out right. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts, this time on third down.
And the move from Mike McCarthy is going to be to keep the offense on the field here on fourth down. They're going for it. To the air again, Prescott. That is caught. It's Cooper for the Cowboy touchdown. 2 first-half touchdown passes now for Dak Prescott. And the Cowboys have once again taken the lead. This time, the extra point up and good. And the lead is now 2.
13. Chargers 11.
Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away. Here's Roberts to bring it out of the end zone. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. And with a little under a minute to play, they may be looking to pick up some yardage here, maybe try and come up with a... Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Micah Parsons. And they will take over at the 29-yard line.
First and 10 at the 29-yard line.
Following the interception, here's Prescott. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Elliott. And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line. 7 yards there on the first down screen play.
A 7-yard pickup brings up second and 3.
Looking to throw again on second down. Prescott escaping the pressure right. Oh, into a sea of defenders and intercepted. Picked off by Asante Samuel Jr. And the Chargers will have the football as this is taken up past the 30. He got out of the pocket there, was wondering what he was going to do with it, but I think he was calling, his receiver was calling for the ball, wasn't he?
He certainly was. The problem, he called for it too late, and when he delivered, they were all over him in the secondary and came up with the interception.
The Charger drive about to get going. And with him trailing, there is still enough time to try to string a few plays together, maybe get into field goal range. This is swung out to Eckler. It'll be a gain of 5, and it's a second down.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up second.
Play action this time for Justin Herbert. Wide open, it's Allen, complete. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. On 1st and 10, Herbert. And that'll be incomplete with just 6 seconds left on the clock.
So many times when we talk about coverage, we're just about a defender running with a receiver, but a big part of it is understanding where the football is, finding it. In this case, when it arrived, it wasn't a surprise, and he was able to bat it away.
A final shot before the break for Herbert. He's airing it out for Williams. And this a leaping effort, but it's knocked away and incomplete. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
Both these teams, no doubt, making their final halftime adjustments as we speak. And for the call of the second half, we get it back out to Brandon Gunn and Charles Davis.
And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gunn, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter. The Chargers going to get the football first here in this second half, and they trail as we get back underway. Here's Roberts to bring it out of the end zone. And they'll be backed up to start this drive as he's taken down right around the 15. The Charger drive about to get going. And they're still very much in this game, although they do trail. What's the game plan, Charles, for the second half?
It might be a little counterintuitive because most people will think losing equals passing the ball more, but I'd establish the running game. They kind of went away from it in the first half. I think if they get back in balance, it'll help them when they put the ball back in the air.
2nd and 10. On the option, here's Eckler. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. They'll fake the handoff. Now Herbert. That's complete to Williams out of the backfield. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Justin Herbert looking to pass. Flush to his right. He'll drop this one off to Eckler. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. 2nd down, here's an option right. Finding some room at midfield. And Herbert going to slide to a stop, and he has a 1st down. Herbert on 1st down now. That is caught. It's Williams. And he'll head out of bounds inside the 10. Mark him down at the 9. A big game that time for the Chargers.
I don't care what level of football you played. This one was a universal, wasn't it? When we were kids and we played touch football, remember we get in these positions and you just say, everybody go along and hope someone would come free.
And they'll try the option on 1st and goal. And he takes it in for a Charger touchdown. Justin Herbert doing it himself from 9 yards out. And the Chargers have taken the lead as they go right down the field and score on the opening drive of the second half. And they'll have Herbert try and throw for it. He's got it at the 2. And he is not going to get in there. He stops short of the goal line, and the lead is going to stay right where it is. Following the touchdown, Dustin Hopkins will kick it away. It's a squib kick fielded just inside the 20. Touchdown, Cowboys! Officially, it's an 82-yard kick return as his guys are able to regain the lead. Zerline connects on the extra point, and that gives him a 3-point lead. So let's try this again. After the kick return, TD, here's yet another kickoff. Here's Roberts to bring it out of the end zone.
Roberts on the return. The Chargers take over first and 10.
The Charger drive about to get going. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
Herbert off of play action. Williams brings it in. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up first and 10. Option play, and they'll give to Eckler. And he's got this down to the 35. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on first and 10. Here's Herbert. Williams is going to have the first down and a little more. And down to the 16-yard line. Under a minute to go in this third quarter as they come up first and 10. Incomplete, right side to Cole. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. Great mix of play calling so far. 3 runs, 3 passes. All 3 passes have been completions. First and goal.
I think on defense now, you have to almost take a chance. Rely on your scouting. Pick a play you think they would run here and just load up for it and see what happens.
And he gets halfway home from the 4 down to the 2-yard line. Second down and goal. Herbert got a man. It's Allen for the Charger touchdown. 2 yards on the touchdown there. And the Chargers on the final play of the third quarter have taken the lead. And all about timing there on that short slant, Charles.
Exactly right. That was timed up so well. The route, the throw, touchdown.
And now they'll empty the backfield here as they elect to go for 2. They'll try and throw for it. And that one knocked away and incomplete. Nice job defensively on what will be the final play of the third quarter. Back now at SoFi Stadium in Inglewood, where the fourth quarter will begin with a kickoff following the score on the final play of the third quarter. Here's Hopkins now out to kick it away. This one will come out to the 25 as Pollard is going to elect not to return it. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And they will be looking to answer the touchdown their defense just surrendered. Still a good chunk of time remaining here in the fourth quarter and a chance to regain the lead in a tight one. Meanwhile, Dak's throw pulled in by Lamb. And he's got some space here. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. A big play that time through the air. 30 yards. First down, Prescott. And he'll go right back to Lamb. 7 yards the pickup there.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
They keep on the ground with Elliott. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line.
Ball carrier, Justin Jones brought him down. First and goal at the 10-yard line.
Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown. And that's what they're gunning for on first and goal. Throwing. Prescott. Eluding the pressure right. And he'll get this down inside the 5 to the 4 before he's out of bounds. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be second down.
At the 4-yard line.
Elliott. And he will take it in for a Cowboy score. Ezekiel Elliott. His second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Cowboys have taken the lead here in the 4th quarter. Zerline good with a PAT, and that will make this a 4-point game.
Chargers 23.
Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away. Here's Roberts to bring it out of the end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. The Charger drive about to get going. Now the bad news for them, they've seen that cushion they once had totally evaporate, and they're working from behind. The good news, they now have the opportunity to regain the lead right back. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Herbert will give this one to Eckler, and he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line.
It's a loss of a yard. Brings up second.
4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So it's Charger football as we welcome you back from the 2-minute warning. They come up on a 2nd down now in a game that looks like it's going to go down the wire. Flushed out right. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. It got his man complete. And all the way in for a Charger touchdown. Jared Cook, 66 yards. And the Chargers have taken the lead here in the 4th quarter. Might be seeing that one on the highlight shows tonight. The home run ball here in the 4th quarter to take the lead.
There's nothing like being aggressive, preaching that to your team, and then following through. All the way through. Go ahead and throw one more up there. Why not?
Been a great game, and we are not done yet. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
Justin Jones is set to kick off.
And the Cowboys are able to recover. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Well, fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
Elliott going to get it again on second down. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1.
I like the call there because that was one to take time off the clock and get them closer to getting out of here with a W. In the mind of the play call, all you want to hear is tick, tick, tick.
Now Prescott. Forced out to his left. Throw left side complete. That's Schultz. And he will have a Cowboys first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. Now Dak. Escaping the pressure right. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Asante Samuel Jr. And the Chargers have just about sewn up this football game. Well, that puts a little bit of a wrinkle in their comeback bid.
Yeah, everything had turned around for them, hadn't it? I mean, things were now going their way. But you did mention it's a wrinkle in their comeback bid. It's not the death knell for them by any stretch, but now they've got some extra work to do in order to climb all the way back.
The Charger drive about to get going. And still 2 timeouts defensively, but even if they choose to use those, 3 kneel downs should be enough to get out of here with a victory.
And that's exactly what's being stated into the head coach's headset. Oftentimes they have a guy upstairs who monitors this at the end of the game. Little clock management 101.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete.
They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. With the late lead, Herbert's going to throw it. And this one complete to Andre Roberts. And able to get it across the 20 before they get to it. I know at points in this when you wanted to close your eyes because of all the points that were being put on the scoreboard. You're a defensive guy, but it was a fun little track meet, wasn't it?
It was, and you know the people really enjoyed this game? They're the ones that like going to batting practice at the Major League Baseball parks, right? Seeing the 14-11 game, that sort of deal. That's right up their alley with what we saw in this one.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to legendary Lambeau Field in Green Bay. We all know this community lives for its Packers, and the green and gold came out of the tunnel a short time ago, and it was loud. We are ready for football, so are they, as the Packers get set to match up with the Chicago Bears. No two NFL teams have played more often than the Bears and Packers, and we're underway from Lambeau. Jakeem Grant now to return. And they nearly broke that for more, but as it is, still a good return. They'll start the drive right around the 37. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. They'll start by running the option to the right. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. It'll go as a loss of 3 right away, and it's 2nd down. A play fake, now Fields to throw. And a dangerous throw there as that's knocked down and incomplete.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating the defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage. Able to knock that one away.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. So the defense able to get off the field here on 3rd down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on 3rd down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
So still a scoreless game in the first, but they're going to go for this thing on their own side of the field on 4th down. Deep ball for Goodwin. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Kevin King with a pick. And the Packers are going to take possession of the football as they force the turnover on the opening drive. They may have thrown the interception, obviously less than ideal, but I think they also sent a message that they're going to push the ball downfield in this one.
Yeah, not afraid to take their shots right away, huh? What was that, like a 9-9-9 route? 9 meaning go? Just went ahead and went for it. Didn't work out so well because it certainly appeared the defense was prepared. But I'm with you. Okay, so it didn't work this time. Doesn't mean we won't try it again later.
2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. Play action. Now it's Rodgers. That is caught. It's the tight end, Tunyon. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A big connection on that one. 32 yards. As a defense, what a nuisance when you look on the other side and they've got a tight end that can run a post route like that.
And you felt the ground shake, didn't you? Oh, even all the way up here in this booth. How about when he grabbed the football? You could see the terror as everyone was thinking, do I even want to try and tackle that big man?
5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down. Working with 2nd and 5 now. Rodgers with a give. It's Aaron Jones. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked out before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. This will be a loss of 3 and now a much tougher 3rd down looming. Now a play fake. Rodgers. He'll buy some time right. He's going to take a shot for the end zone. And oh, it'll be intercepted. Eddie Jackson picks it. And the Bears are going to take over once again with a football at their own 20-yard line. Well, a shaky start for both quarterbacks now. We had the interception on the opening drive, and now they throw it right back to him.
So does that mean we're really kind of starting from the beginning, Brandon, right? Both of them have done it, so we kind of start from scratch. Looks to me like both of these defenses have done their homework, and they're executing quite well.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. Well, they were intercepted the first time they had the football, but now they get it back, and it's still 0-0.
And because of that, you know what the thought process is? Interception. What interception? It didn't really happen because they gave up no points. So go back on the attack. Go back and run the offense you believe will be successful. Find your playmakers and give them the football.
And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown. Tariq Cohen taking it in from the 20. And the Bears have taken the early lead on the road here at Lambeau. A strong, determined run there, Charles, to get in for 6 points.
This is why it's such a team game, isn't it? And I know it sounds really generic and it sounds almost trite, but the blocks were made up front, offensive line, collective victory at the line of scrimmage and downfield. And how about the finish to the run all the way into the end zone?
And the Bears are going to have first and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. And around the goal line, especially on two-point tries, sometimes the QB's best friend is that big target, the tight end.
I love how you described it because you know he's going to have some length and some catch radius as well as a big body to keep people away from the football.
Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he'll wind up getting a couple extra yards here for his trouble and bringing it out of the end zone as he's down at the 27. About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. Of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part two, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down. On play action, it's Rodgers. Open man left side, it's the tight end, Tunyon. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. Now a first down carry by Jones. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. Second down.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground. But I think the play gets made by the defensive front. Because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
And now the throw here is incomplete, and with that, we come to the end of the first quarter of play. 1 quarter down, 8-0 the score. The first down line at the 34 here on third down. To throw is Rodgers. Flush to his right. Bears it out toward the corner of the end zone. Got a man open. It's Adams. Touchdown, Green Bay. Devontae Adams, 42 yards. And the Packers move back within a couple of the lead. Crosby with the extra point, and this is now a 1-point game.
Next to score, Bears 8, Packers 7.
Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. And here's Jakeem Grant from his end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
At their own 24-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Running with Montgomery from the pistol. Montgomery a first down and then some. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. Even from up here in the booth, the play-by-play guy could tell that there was some pretty good blocking on the right side of the line.
Well, you have good eyes, and it's almost like a ballet when it's executed that well. Everyone in the right spot, everyone in sync, everyone hitting the perfect notes. A little more percussion and a lot more bass, I would think, than you get your normal ballet. But at the same time, that was well executed.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Fields. He'll get that complete to his tight end, Cole Kmet.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. He'll get that complete to his tight end, Kmet. And he's going to get this inside the 30. First down, a run with Cohen. And he'll work this forward for about 3. It's 2nd down.
The tackle made by it's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 26-yard line.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Here's Fields. That is hauled in by Jimmy Graham. Touchdown Bears. Jimmy Graham, 26 yards. And the Bears will extend their lead. Santos with the extra point, and the lead is up to 8.
Bears 15, Packers 7.
Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And that last drive, so effective in the passing game, resulting in the touchdown. Maybe not many people were focused on the trenches. There was good protection there.
Excellent protection. So now defensively, you've almost got to get down to those starters blocks like you're a sprinter. Get lower than those guys on offense and find a way to roar through them or around them to get into the face of the passer.
Easier said than done, though.
Way easier said than done. But they've got to try something because right now they're just cutting them to shreds.
And he finally is out of bounds, but he's down inside the 20-yard line. It's a big play there for Green Bay. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. A give to Jones. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. On play action, now Rodgers. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
That was a touchdown if he could have hung on. Instead, it was a well-timed collision to jar that one free.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. To throw, it's Rodgers. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Good positioning, and it's picked off. And the Bears are going to have the football here at their own 18-yard line. Charles, not only is that an interception, it's one when you were really knocking on the door for a touchdown inside the red zone.
You're actually thinking points. No matter what, at worst, you're thinking kicking a field goal and getting 3. We might look back on this in the second half and say, you remember when they didn't get points on that drive? This could cost them.
On first down, Fields. And he checks this one down to Williams. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and it'll make it second down.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space. It turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Out of the gun, Fields. Over the middle, and there's a diving catch. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this first half. So that changes things a bit. Here's a 1st and 10 all the way down at the 35. On play action, Fields. He's going to sling this deep downfield. Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted. Kevin King with a pick, and the Packers are going to take over at their own 2-yard line. Second interception for him now here in this first half. And you got to think he's a rookie, Charles. How much does confidence start to become a factor?
I think that's a great question because that's what they're going to check on when he gets to the sidelines. The coach is going to check on it. His teammates going to check on it because when you haven't done it before, it's not something that's part of you. You got to see how you're going to react. Let's see how he bounces back.
Yeah, because 2 interceptions for him in college and a half. I mean, that just didn't happen. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. On play action, Rodgers. A throw complete to the tight end, Tunyon. Still going. And all the way down to the 36-yard line. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. So how about this for a change in field position? From inside the 10, here's 1st down on the other side of the field. They fake the give. Now Rodgers. Got a man. It's caught inside the 10. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. So 3 plays, already 1st and goal, and they are wasting little time. A final shot before half for Rodgers. And it's a Packers touchdown. It's Devontae Adams hauling it in from Aaron Rodgers. And the Packers get a late touchdown here on the final play of the first half. CD for them. This has just been an offensive explosion here in the second quarter.
Yeah, held scoreless in the first quarter. Now they find the end zone again here in the second. Sometimes you just have to have some patience. A lot of people think it's always an adjustment. You have to change what you're doing. Sometimes you just have to do your game plan just a little bit better. And I think that's part of what we're seeing here.
A final shot before break. Rodgers. And it's intercepted at the goal line. A great read, and it's picked off. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
These two teams going through their final adjustments. It's about time for the second half in Green Bay. So for the call, we go back up to Lambeau and Brandon Godden.
Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Godden. The Packers set to get the football first, and they are trailing on the scoreboard as we resume action, ready for the third quarter. And this will be a return from deep in the end zone. And a nice return sets them up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. And they're on the short end of the scoreboard here. Charles, what adjustments, if any, do you think they need to make for the second half?
Well, paraphrasing the gold medal hockey winning coach Herb Brooks, I just say you continue to play your game. Throw the ball. They had success doing it in the first half. So make sure you keep getting the ball to your playmakers, a little bit more to the perimeter perhaps. But above all, play your game. I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their...
And he's going to lose a yard or two. Taken down behind the line. After the sack, here's 2nd and 11. Off the play fake to Jones. Here's Rodgers. Now look out. Rodgers lost the football. But it looked like a Packer. Yeah, a Packer was able to get this back, and they'll indeed keep possession. Fortunate to get that football back, because trailing here in the second half, last thing they needed was to lose the possession.
And the word I think of here is opportunity, because it could have been lost there. Their chance to score points. But the opportunity for the defense was to go ahead and really close this game down if they were able to get possession.
Looking deep for Adams. And Rodgers intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Jalen Johnson. So an opening drive interception to begin this second half.
And just think about the time you spend in the locker room going over what you expected to do in the second half. Not the way they saw it, not the way they drew it up. You find out this is something that you can't just edit, right? There's no rewrite here. This is live, and now they've got to find a way out of this hole.
They'll run on 1st down. Cohen. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. 3rd quarter of a 2-point game. A good one so far. Here's 2nd and 10. Play action. It's Fields. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Jair Alexander. And into the end zone. It's a pick 6 and a Packer touchdown.
Coaches preach all the time about opportunities and taking advantage of them, and he did exactly that. I used to have the coach told us all the time, a lost opportunity is never regained. Well, no regrets here. He picked that one off and took it to the house.
And this is no good. It's a missed extra point. Boy, in a tight game, how important might that turn out to be here as the second half rolls along? So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. On the return from his end zone is Grant. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And last time, decent field position through the pick 6. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford...
Packer pressure, and down he goes. Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. Play action, Fields. A throw left side taken in by Kmet. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
He's unable to use his size to break down much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
Throwing on 3rd down, Fields. Hit as he throws there, incomplete. So it doesn't look like they're going to be able to build off the turnover.
Well, the defense certainly did its part. It got them the football. But you're exactly right. It looks like they're going to have to punt this one away. And it's not a turnover, but doesn't it feel like one after grabbing the momentum with the...
Nowhere for Fields to turn, and down he goes. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And now possession's going to go over with a football at the 20-yard line. Lambeau Field, one of the best home field advantages in the NFL, no doubt. And they're a happy bunch here as the Packers lead 3rd quarter. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. Now Jones. And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. Aaron Jones, a 5-yard touchdown run. And the Packers are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. So remember now, this was all set up by the stop defensively on 4th down. That's what got them this great field position. And then 2 plays later, they're already in the end zone.
Yeah, partner, funny how it works like that, huh? That's a momentum swing amusement park style. Your defense comes off the field, bouncing, grooving. They're fired up, and it carries over to the other side of the ball.
Crosby connects on the extra point, and that pushes the lead up to 11. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. On the return from his end zone is Grant. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off at the 14. And he returns it up just shy of the 20 to the 19-yard line. You just kind of feel for him right now. 4 interceptions, and you can almost see through his face mask. There's a lot going on in between the ears.
There certainly is, and probably way too much, because now he's probably doubting himself a little bit, wondering what adjustments he has to make. But here's what he needs to do. Get through this game. Go to the press conference, meet it head on, and show your teammates you're ready to shoulder what happened today, and you'll be ready for the next game.
And if he can do that as a rookie, that's a great sign of maturity. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. First down and much more here for Jones. And he'll be taken down at the 26. So into Bear territory now. This is 1st and 10 at the 26-yard line. The give is to Jones. Able to power through. And he'll get it down inside the 20 to the 18-yard line. 112 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
So up through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. And the Packers are going to have a 1st and goal as he's able to take this inside the 10 to the 8. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. Aaron Jones, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Packers have pretty well put it away here in the 4th quarter. Extra point up and good by Crosby. And the lead is up to 18 now. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. On the return from his end zone is Grant. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21.
First and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And they had a nice little drive going last time. Threw the interception in the red zone. Costly.
Bad enough to throw it anywhere, but that drives coaches insane when they're thinking about, hey, we got a shot at points already. We're already in a spot where you're thinking you got 3 on the board for sure, and to come away with nothing, that's a really tough one for them to swallow.
Yeah, will they make up for it? On 2nd and 10, Fields. He finds his man, complete. It's Grant. And he'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. That helps the completion percentage, but not much else. And now it's 3rd and 10. Back to throw, Fields. And now here's another interception. Picked off near the 34.